Hello everyone, it is I. I have returned once again. Alright, today's gonna be a little bit shorter than usual because, I had my wisdom teeth removed and my jaw really hurts. So I don't want to push it too hard. So we'll see how it goes, but it'll probably be a little shorter. That way I can give my mouth some rest, you know? Okay, alrighty. So here we go. Time to get started. Starting with chapter 8. We're slowly catching up with the story. Anything I don't finish today, I will probably finish next week. So tune in for that if you want to see the ending. Yeah. Alrighty. Wow. We're starting right off with an elite battle for chapter 8. Nice. Who is this? Interesting. Okay. Oh, is she the girl? Oh, I think she's the girl that we saw in that warehouse or whatever it was, the factory with all the cult people. Yes. Yeah, there are a lot of big rocks, Helena. Helena leans over the railing on the edge of the platform and stares hard at the rock next to the vehicle. My thoughts wander as I gaze at her back. Too close, Helena. Don't fall off. She reaches over the railing to touch the rock. I grab hold of her while I'm still lost in thought. She really likes rocks, huh? Present. Are you gonna give them to Kofni? They gave her presents and now she wants to give them back too. That's cute. The issue with Kofni needs to be resolved. Speaking of which, Nemesis mentioned that she had seen that symbol before. Also, Groza. Too many things have happened recently, all important things. But even as we try to solve a problem, a new problem would arise. This is just utterly... She wants to get rocks for Kofni and Vepli. That's really cute. But girl, I don't think that's practical. It's too high. It could be dangerous. Helena opens her arms. And who taught you this? It can't be Kofni, can it? Wait, what is Vepli doing? If you mean that this is a secret weapon she'll put to use in her next battle, then I hope our next battle never comes. I'm crying. No, that's not the point. We still don't know what happened on Kalin's end. However, since she hasn't contacted me yet, this means things are still under control. Helena stares at me for a while, then seeing that I'm ignoring her, she pouts and drops her arms. She walks up to me and tugs at my sleeve. Girl. Hang on, I'm getting a call. Groza. The timely comms notification draws Helena's attention, and she stops jerking my arm around. Ooh, the music changed. Kralik sent a message. Something came up from the surveillance? Yes. She and Nemesis located the black figure that appeared in the previous footage outside by her lonesome, in a location estimated at 18 kilometers from the suspected hideout of Paradise Elements. We think she won't be returning anytime soon. And the reason why she's outside, we're not sure. The target is still moving. Additionally, Kralik added that the number of inhabitants in the shelter we raided some time ago has been steadily increasing, and the number of tower-like structures in the area has increased greatly. What is happening? From her observation, she thinks that nearby groups are congregating around the shelter. This is the first time in a week of observation that they spotted the target leaving alone. She's advised us that we move immediately if we seek to capture the target. Is Kovni's IFF data registration done? Not yet. Kovni. Even though Mei Ling's been with her, Kovni still refuses to go through the IFF data re-registration. What is going on with her, girlie? Come on. Alright, get ready to move. Ensure Kovni's safety. The call ends. Having kept quiet for a few moments, Helena now waves frantically to draw my attention. Rosa and the rest are leaving the MBV soon. We need to go back. That's cute. Oh, Helena. I don't think presence is gonna help Kovni cheer up, though. The sandstorm blows across the roof of the Elmo and into the canyon, whipping large chunks of rock debris towards Helena. I pull her away immediately. A piece of debris leaves a small cut on her arm, but she doesn't seem to have noticed. When she has regained her footing, she looks up at me in confusion. I point at the cut. Helena looks down. When she sees the cut, she immediately shrugs my arms off and jumps back. She shields the wound with a hand gingerly. Wait, what? What can be used? The wound doesn't look deep, but we'd better go back and have Kovni take a look at you. Helena is panic-stricken. She glances at the large rock next to the railing, then at me. My attention is still focused on the wound on her arm. The cut, oozing blood just seconds ago, is already starting to heal. I'll think of something to get for a present. Let's head back first. Thank you for the sub. Also, hello, welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy your time here. Helena responds immediately and runs back towards the elevator platform. I'm still rooted to the spot as I watch her run off. Lost Cavitas. May Amore grant salvation to the lost. Follow his revelation, and he shall bestow light. Those small fry are coming to meet us. Where's the leader and the others? Krolik, report on the situation ahead. A wave of enemies is approaching, but the target hasn't escaped yet. Copy. All units, begin operations. Alrighty, first battle, elite battle already. Achieve victory, eliminate all enemies. Okay, easy peasy. Actually. Can she reach? Oh, she can reach him. Nice, okay. So I think get this guy, and then back there. Yeah. Yeah, that should work. Wee. Back here. Oh, she can't reach. Well, isn't that unfortunate? Yeah, I'm gonna have to go another turn. That's okay. And done. Kovni, Vepley, provide cover fire for Krolik's retreat. And off they go. 2 enemy units remain, and they're retreating.
这是大家共同努力的结果。美玲
Mei-Ling, have you sent the message? It's been sent to Polynitsa along with the supply list, but she said that she'd need to have a good look and would need some time. She also asked us about when we would return the jeep we had borrowed last time, and whether or not we had a limit in our budget. Counting the jeep, let's go with 10 collapsed pieces in total. That should be enough for her. 10 pieces? Big present. Don't move around like that. Your arm's still wounded. Bandaged. No hurt. Commander? Did Groza get the target? No, I just wanted to say that... Mei-Ling purses her lips and eventually bursts out laughing. It looks like you're doting over your daughter when you're taking care of Helena, Commander. I'm crying. That's just Lena joking around. Don't pay any mind to it. Lena is... Suddenly struck by a thought, Mei-Ling runs a search in the Elmo's database at the main terminal. Ah, that encrypted transmission. Are Miss Lena and Miss Kalina doing well? It feels like it's been ages since we've heard any news from them. Oh, right. You were sorting supplies in the storeroom back then. The last time Lena contacted us, she said that the matter with their investigation was getting a bit out of hand, and that she wouldn't be contacting us anytime soon. But it's been less than a week. They'll probably need more time. I glanced at Helena next to me. Pay close attention to the encrypted messages the MBV has received. Here. Her arm has been carefully dressed by Kovni. The knot on the bandage is meticulous. Right now, Helena is reaching out with her bandaged arm, trying to catch the dust dancing in the air. To come to me with an almost imperceptible wound like this. Are you starved for excuses to come talk to me? Back then, despite the mockery in her eyes, Kovni's hands were still incredibly gentle. Helena, don't get your wound wet for now, and don't move around too much. Stop moving around. I grab Helena's waving arm. She tries and fails to struggle free. Her gaze shifts over to the screen in front of Mei-Ling. Ah, it's something from Leader. I wasn't paying attention. Leader says they've captured the target, and they're returning soon. Any losses? None besides the ammunition expenditure. Tell them to come to the ops room immediately when they get back. Start the vector engines in sync and move at the highest possible speed while ensuring that the vector engines can function normally. Where are we going? Somewhere that's not here. Will do. Mei-Ling looks down and concentrates on working at the main terminal. Warm, soft, the texture of Helena's skin feels no different than any other human's. I let go. Helena, do you want to go rest? You were talking about presents for Kovni and Vepley, and I've got Kovni's, but they're still Vepley's, no? Mei-Ling got a batch of supplies a while ago that haven't been distributed yet. It's all stored in the dorm's miscellaneous storage. Perhaps there'll be something that Vepley will like. But they're going to be distributed soon. Mei-Ling might take them away if you don't hurry. I'm not going. No takeaway. Helena runs towards the entrance of the ops room immediately. Commander, isn't that the trash we collected from everyone that we're meant to throw out? Maybe she could find some treasure in there. The most important thing now is that Helena cannot stay here. Right, Helena's afraid of them. Leader's going to bring back that figure in black, and Helena will be afraid to see her up close. What's going on? Well, it's just that you haven't changed at all, Commander. You said to pay attention to the encrypted messages, yes? Leave it to me. Speaking of which, Leader and the rest are still not back yet. With Rosa in the lead, the dolls enter the ops room. Oh, they just kidnapped her. Nice. I'm crying. Okay. Krolik and Nemesis have the dark figure sandwiched securely between them. Krolik's hand is clamped tightly on her mouth. In the back, Vepley is dragging Kofni by the hand. Kofni seems tempted to jerk her hand free, but she still follows the rest of them into the room. Don't run around. Follow Vepley closely. I'm here. Commander. Good work. This is... I glance at the dark figure under Krolik's firm control. It's too noisy. What is this thingamajig? It's like a person, but weighs a goddamn ton, and somehow it's noisier than Nemesis. I'm crying. Day upon which the debris rises is bright and auspicious. This is what I mean, going on and on about the most incomprehensible garbage. Who knows what the hell they're trying to say? Mountain peaks betwixt ships, spreading across the endless azure. You can speak normally unlike her, so why aren't you doing it? Does it not get tiring hearing me repeat this again and again? Seizing an opportunity, the dark figure twists her joints backwards and breaks free from Krolik and Nemesis. You will invoke the blessings of the Exalted One. The dark figure stops struggling, her brown hair falls to her collar, and a gentle smile fills the female-looking face. Her clothes are soft and have a sheen to them. Her limbs are covered in the same kind of fabric, but the protruding joints flash with a metallic glint. I beseech thee, abscond, for the gift of verity will not descend upon those who reject it. She slowly raises a hand. Stay still. Hey, Nemesis. Hold on properly. A firm object, shifting as powers coalesce. Nemesis grabs the dark figure's arms, and the fabric covering her wrist slides down. I notice the exposed mechanical structure. It's not unusual to replace lost body parts with artificial ones in contamination zones, but combined with the logo we saw and our suspicions regarding the robed worshippers' identities. A Nito. It's Nito. Is that Miss Bunhead's name? That's so cute! Yeah. Vepley skips several steps forward, dragging Kofni along with her. Kofni tries and fails to shrug her off. Let go of me. Leader told Vepley not to go. Vepley gets it. It's to grab you a bit less tightly, right? But Vepley's not using much force at all. Kofni and Vepley walk past Krolik to join Groza. Kofni looks up. Her gaze sweeps over the dark figure named Niter. Niter? Niter? They're pronouncing it Niter. Oh well, before darting quickly to Groza. Her gaze then lingers on me for a few seconds. When I meet her eyes, she drops her head. Then Vepley will loosen up a little, okay? Please don't run away, Kofni. Okay, then... Nice to meet you, Miss Adorable Bunhead. Are you joining our performance? Vepley's thought of a super cool dance move. Wanna see it? Vepley, I'm crying. This is not one of our companions, Vepley. But leader, wasn't Crawler grabbing Vepley like this before? Help. When we had to subdue her from singing. Krolek's eyebrow twitches. If your neurocloud isn't in the right places, you can... Things are slightly different now. The surrounded Nita is still smiling serenely. Her hooded eyes are fixed on Mei Ling at the main terminal, then on the main terminal itself. Noticing the shift in her gaze, I also look at the main terminal. She does not seem to have any intention to attack. I'm still observing her when the instant-bleeding alarm sounds on the Elmo. The MPV's control system is being hacked. Permissions changed, commands unaffected, vector engines halted, security systems disabled, force reboot unresponsive, access source identified. Local. Damn, is she hacking with just her face? I'm crying. Initiate countermeasures. On into level 2 we go. No? Oh, it's just actual people. Okay, I see. Huh? Is this really level 2? Oh, it is level 2. Are you sure we're at the right place? Yes, stay alert. All units, prepare to repel Nita's electronic attack. Alrighty. Oh, I forgot to look at what the mission was. Hold and eliminate. Okay. Can I just... Oh, yeah. Nice. Alrighty. And done. The enemy assault has been successfully repelled. Preparing to infiltrate Nita's virtual cognition image. Leader, you finished so quickly. Let's leave this place. Disconnecting from level 2. Alrighty. Let's see what's next. Story... Oh, let me do this first. Damn, okay. Alright. We go. Yippee! Alright. She should be able to shoot him, I think. Actually, let's do it like this. There you go. Dang, close. Oh, nice. Did it. No? Oh, there was one more. I see. Dead. Easy peasy.
战场清理完毕，大家都做得不错。
Next level. Okay. I think like this might be a little bit better.
猎物就在附近。
Okay. Wait. Oh wait, yeah, that works.
我在这里。相信我的准度，小声些。相信我的准度，小声些。
Like that.
相信我的准度，小声些。逃不掉的。
Alright. Damn.
准备。就是现在。 目标确认。
Can I change the... Oh, there you go. There you go. Okay, and then one shot, one kill. Nice.
像以前一样，
Yippee.
好好感谢我吧。
Alright, story node time.
临时冻结取消完成。
Temporary freeze cancellation complete. Vector engines restart complete. Current speed 60 kilometers an hour. Total system damage is approximately 17%. Reboot failed. Initiating repair protocol. Current progress is at 3% with an estimated time to completion of 2 hours and 59 minutes. Cut off the MBV's network connection. Screen out full band signals and initiate signal jammer against Niter signal. A signal jammer? I remember planning to use a signal jammer against Helena's boss last time, so I ordered all the parts. Or is it still in storeroom? I'll have a look at the records. With her hacking attempt thwarted, Niter sits half-sprawled on the floor. The same serene smile is still on her face, but her eyes now have a vacant look to them. Nemesis, Krolik, restrain Niter. Niter, answer my questions. Krolik bends down to pull her up and pins her against the wall. Can't you hear we're talking to you? Why did you stop writhing around all of a sudden? Krolik taps Niter on the back, but Niter's smiling face shows no reaction whatsoever. Agony spreads across the seas, accepting life's accord. Who's using excessive force? You're the one who whiffed all your shots. She was running all over the place and then towards me, so I had to get my hands dirty. Abounding thorns, shining in opalescence. I told you it's not my fault, okay? She was still moving around earlier. There's no way she's broken. Hey, bunhead. Can you hear me? Niter remains utterly still and silent. Stop her from moving, Krolik. Krolik? Mailing, have you found it? Still looking. It should be right around here. Aha! I found it. It's in the supply crates in the central hub. I'm going to grab the parts. I'll leave supervising the repair program to you, leader. Leader? Yes? Did you take damage from the battle earlier? Should I take a look at you, leader? I'm fine. I just wasn't paying attention. Sorry, Mailing. What do you need from me? The MVP's repair system is running, but I'll need to look for the parts in the central hub. Can you keep an eye on it for me later? Sure. Groza walks over to the main terminal and takes over for Mei Ling. Mei Ling hurriedly makes for the sliding door, taking care to lighten her footsteps as she passes Nita. I'll be right back. Tell me immediately if something goes wrong. Of course. Do you need Vepley to help you carry equipment? Well, what are you talking about, Commander? Vepley can't carry that stuff. It's okay if Vepley doesn't want to, right? It's nothing too heavy. I'll be okay by myself. Might be heavy. Vepley will go with you then. Kofni, wait for Vepley here while Vepley's away. Vepley lets go of Kofni and keeps a hand on the bow that is threatening to come loose on her head. She jogs a few steps and catches up with Mei Ling, who is standing at the ops room entrance. Let's go, Mei Ling. For real? Thanks, Vepley. Off to the storeroom we go. Sure. Oh yeah, Mei Ling, can you take a look at this ribbon on Vepley's head? It's standing on its ends, and Vepley doesn't know how to fix it up. Kofni's hand stops in midair, her fingers curled. Then she drops her arm. Hello! Thank you for the raid! Welcome to the stream. I hope y'all enjoy your time here. Hello again. Welcome back. Thank you. Surprising. But yeah, playing through, I think it's gonna be about half of chapter 8 today. Got my wisdom teeth removed. Yay! Thank you for the follow. But yeah, I'm only gonna play about half of chapter 8 today because my jaw really hurts. I got my wisdom teeth removed over the weekend, so yeah, a little bit painful, but we're doing what we can. Alrighty, we're gonna continue with the story now. Yeah, the story's pretty good. It's been interesting. So yeah, I am enjoying my time, and that is also why I want to not push myself too hard, because I enjoy this game and I want to be able to play it at a good pace and when I can actually enjoy it. So yeah. Groza is focused on the monitor at the main terminal, seemingly oblivious to the situation over here. Kofni. Kofni looks up and meets my gaze as I suddenly call her name. Yeah? What else do you know about Niter? What do you want to know? She immediately tries to avoid my eyes. Her gaze rests on Niter, who is being pinned against the wall by Krolik. After the brief scuffle, some of Niter's clothes have slid off, exposing skin that both looks and feels almost exactly like a human's. Everything. Where she sits in Paradise's organization, why she's stationed here, what causes these incidents where they are unresponsive to external stimuli, and whether or not she and those people in robes around her are truly from Paradise. I don't know. If you know something, then spit it out. It's not like Commander's gonna make Mei Ling scrap you if you do. Krolik. A narrow grove, unable to contain the fierce tide. Fine, I'll shut it. You go on with your questioning. It is personal now that Paradis returns. Kofni, the information you have is absolutely paramount for dealing with Crifium. Only with enough information can we guarantee success in getting rid of them, including Crifium. I don't know. While I was there, I never heard the name Paradis. Then, have you seen the symbol? Using the main terminal, I draw a symbol formed of a circle and sharp spikes from my memory. Kofni, what's your communications code? After some hesitation, Kofni finally relents and picks up her communicator. Got it. I'll send it to you. I update the comms code under Kofni's name, then send the symbol I just drew to her. I've seen it. Kofni opens the message right away and takes her time reading it. After turning off the screen, she caresses her communicator and looks me right in the eye. In the place they call the dwelling, on the walls of some buildings on the ground, I saw similar symbols. I suppose that Nita is the dwelling's administrator? What exactly does that mean? The time I spent in the dwelling was too short, and I didn't understand a lot of the things they said. However, everyone who's new would be gathered up to see Nita, the type that you and Krolik had engaged in. Kufium was there. He was always by Nita's side. If my fire control core, I should have already... Kovni, as you can see, Nita's not responding right now. Have you seen anything similar to this? I don't know, but in the dwelling, I would sometimes see her staying in the same position for lengthy periods of time. What was she doing? Sometimes she'd be looking at something. Sometimes she just stood there, and sometimes she'd be speaking to a disciple. They refer to each other as Unitas. Unitas. Time, place, are there any patterns? No. She wasn't like that very often, and I didn't pay much attention. How did she recover from that state? I don't know. The way I saw it, she just gradually went back to normal. I thought she was just spacing out. For context, Paradis is returning enemy from Girls Frontline 1, and they are the source of all that happened to the Commander and their allies. Yeah! I kind of figured out from the context clues of when Commander was talking about, I think it was last chapter, actually. She mentioned it. And why she got so triggered thinking it was them. If she can invade level 2, is she a doll? But something seemed different when we connected to her level 2ers now. It was weird. You mean all that wacky stuff in there? Things were in all the wrong places and with all the wrong colors. It was like a maze and everything. It pissed me the hell off. Oh yeah, Leader was saying that something popped up when the connection was cut off. Groza? After entering level 2, we observed a large number of objects spread across the environment with no apparent pattern. These objects were modeled in color, and their shapes and types could not be completely distinguished. Additionally, upon making contact with Nita in level 2, I attempted to invade her virtual cognition image, but was immediately expelled for an unknown reason. My guess is that it's related to the abnormalities in level 2. As brief as the time was, I managed to obtain a large quantity of information that I spent some time processing. What have you got, Groza? Nita number 249 is her official name. Level 2 is weird. So there are 249 things just like her. 248. Of course I knew it was 248. I misspoke. Yeah, I misspoke. I never thought you'd pick this time to speak normally, Nemesis. Do you think I would have to follow you around every day if you were like this all the time? I love Krolik and Nemesis. Dexterous fingers strumming at glossy strings, painting the shape of pleasure. Shut up if you can't hold it in. At least wait until Leader is finished. Are you messing with me on purpose, huh? Kovni is just about to tell them to stop, but then thinks better of it. She stands on the spot, looking a little dejected. I rub my temples. Hold on. Nemesis, Krolik, let Groza finish. I give Groza a nod. Compared to us dolls, her body is still partially human with dysfunctional parts replaced with machinery. Nanomachines have been implanted in her body to supplant her thoughts and decision-making. She needs to receive regularly scheduled commands from a certain signal source to determine her next actions. Ooh, okay, now I see what your comment was about. A source from where? The source of this special signal is uncertain, and the contents are encrypted in a very cryptic manner, leaving most of it undecipherable. From what can be deciphered, I've grasped a few keywords: Amore, purification ritual, summons, and of course, Paradis. People speculate that Nemesis expended an extreme amount of computer just to fuck with Krolik this one time. Probably. I love Nemesis and Krolik. They're so funny. This is the extent of the information I have. The following are my speculations. Groza turns slightly at the main terminal. Her face is obscured by the light shining through the window. These people we have encountered, including Nita and Unitates? Unitatas? Anyway, are followers of Herodis. Yeah, that lines up with my previous conjecture. With current information at our disposal, this can be confirmed. And the nanomachines belonging to Paradis inside Nita employ a system different from ours. Due to the different base structure, I could not successfully connect with the neural projection inside her virtual cognition image, which was what caused the abnormal imagery inside level 2. The level 2 she connected into. Hello. Oh my goodness. Do take care of yourself. I hope that you have a good sleep. But thank you for sticking around for at least a little bit. Yeah. I hope that the short time that you had here was nice. Yep. Anyway, yes, sleep. I hope you have a good sleep. Groza? Why did she make a scary face? It's similar to ours, which is why I could enter and acquire some intel. You've already gone through that, Groza. Groza, is the level 2 layer Nita uses abnormal? No abnormalities were found in the existing information. Additionally, it can be deduced that the dwelling she belongs to has goals associated with the More and that purification ritual. 5 days later, I overheard a conversation between her and Unitas, telling them to bring more people, the more the better. 5 days after today, everyone would follow her to some place to hold the purification ritual. The closer the site to Amor, the greater the chance of purification ritual succeeding. I don't know the coordinates. Amor. That sounds like a specific individual. What is the purification ritual? No idea. I thought that it wasn't just a mental comfort that Nita used to gather more people. You say they're Paradis, but what exactly is... Commander? Kofni stares at me with expectation. Paradis. You do take care too. I know about wisdom teeth removal can hurt. Granted, I probably... prescription painkillers, but I hate pills. Yeah. I am taking them because I did have to work today and everything, so it's like the pain's controlled, but I don't want to stress, you know? Like, I don't want to accidentally injure myself further, so yeah. But yeah, thank you for the well wishes. I think pills are okay. I try to take as few drugs as possible, which is ironic considering the fact that I work in a pharmacy. But yeah, it's always do it. I am a very much, when I'm talking to my patients, it's always do as I say, not as I do. Not that they need to know that I myself am not great at taking medication, but I want my patients to be good so they can take care of themselves. Previously known as the White Faction, its leader, using humans as materials, created a great number of half-human, half-robotic Nitos. About 10 years ago, when the Neo-Soviets were in a pact with the URNC, Paradis caused widespread unrest in various cities, and Griffin was caught in it too. I participated in the operation to exterminate Paradis. To my memory, Paradis was completely eliminated. I tempered my expectations long ago. Unfortunately, we're faced with a worst-case scenario. Paradis has well and truly reappeared. The Nitos of Paradis cannot think on their own and were comprised of primarily cloned female subjects. Their behavioral and operational modes are pre-programmed with the exception of a few special individuals. Good night. Take care. However, Paradis didn't plant nanomachines inside Nitos back then. If Nito truly belongs to Paradis, it's been 10 years. They must have had some development that I'm not aware of. A different system. A ternary system. No, that's impossible. Settled regulations arising from the sea. Guards, combat squad. What's that? Krolek, when you left, Nemesis said a few things that none of us understood. The Guards Combat Squad. Nemesis, what do you know? Complex elements, twisting and twining. Okay, I need to know what Nemesis' past is, because why does she know so much? She says that's the only thing she can be sure of. Then, let me ask something else. Nemesis, it's not just that you've seen or are familiar with them. Were you formerly affiliated with them? Oh, question answered. Probably. A boundless storm reflecting upon an endless sea. She has no clue. She only came to know the name Paradis when you said it. This answer takes me completely by surprise. What's the deal with the Guards Combat Squad? Accumulating shadows cast by bright light, glimmering fragments. It's the affiliation information in our neural cloud, and it shows up a lot with that symbol you were talking about. That's all she knows. Dang. Never mind. Question not answered. Is that really the meaning? Krolik, are you sure about that translation? Huh? You don't trust my translations? Why don't you ask Nemesis yourself then? Nemesis nods in affirmation. Alright. Well, Kofni says she doesn't know, and Nemesis is no different. Who's next? Groza? Fun fact, if you check out Nemesis' alternate costume, the white costume is allegedly the one the commander picked her up in, and there's things all over it. Oh, interesting. I will check it later. I really don't know. Groza is still gazing at me in silence. She feels almost cold to me. Okay. Okay. It's alright. Then last question. The lost Cavitas. Kofni and Nemesis. If you know anything related to Cavitas, I hope you will tell me. Niter, who is still pinned against the wall, moves imperceptibly. I've heard that name before a few times at the dwelling. I only know that Cavitas is important to them, or rather, to Amore. A stray breezes amongst the plains, calling in vain. She can't remember. Commander, what is it with Cavitas? Nothing. I'm thinking. I expected the answer, but I still can't help but feel a little disappointed. I thought we'd at least have some concrete information on Paradis after capturing Niter. While we do have some information, most of it is nothing more than speculation. And Cavitas... The purification ritual is in 5 days, Commander. If we continue investigating, we might find more clues. Yeah. Groza, how far are we from the previous dwelling? With our current speed, about 5 hours of travel. Not too far then. Change of plans. Groza, tell Mei Ling to come to the ops room immediately. We've got no more need for the signal jammer. Who? Other than Krolik, who has to keep Nader under control, the dolls, including Kofni, all turned towards the entrance of the ops room with their weapons raised. I told you not to go so fast. Commander and leader are talking about something, so let's slow down a bit. Vepli, look out. You're gonna run into something. Oh dear. Wait, Helena, please don't walk in. If Helena's there. Oh. Okay. I hope Helena's not there, but also that's cute. Sorry, but Vepli's so happy. Helena gave Vepli a little doll. I don't know what it is, but it's super cute. Vepli loves it. Oh no, Helena now! cute pairing. Right? It goes super well with Mr. Pizza. Vepley, watch out where you're going. Don't worry. I'm gonna fall. I'm crying. They're so silly. Realizing it's not an enemy attack, Nemesis and Groza lower their weapons. Kofni waits a little longer before doing the same. What are they doing? That was quick. Krolik, hold Niter back. Hold? Like this? Krolik turns slightly to what, with her back to the door. With a creak, the slightly distorted door slides open. Vepley, Helena, and Mei Ling lose their balance and fall in a heap at the door, knocking down some supply crates and scattering parts all over the floor. They're so goofy. You don't just call an idol heavy? So embarrassing. Please forget all of that, everyone. What are you doing? I walk forward and put myself between Helena and Krolik. We ran into Helena on the way, and she gave Vepley a doll. Vepley was really happy and fell over, running into a handrail. I'm crying. Vepley. Vepley didn't fall. It was practicing a special dance move. But we're on the ground here together. Alright, the parts. Mei Ling tries to get up and check the supply crates. Vepley wants to help, but ends up pulling Helena's hair again when she lifts her arm. Sorry, Vepley didn't mean it. Oh, thank you, Sorry. Thank you, Kofni. Kofni pulls Vepley to her feet. Once Vepley has found her footing, Kofni gives Mei Ling and Helena a hand too. Here. Thanks, Kofni. Mei Ling and Helena let Kofni help them up, while Mei Ling gets right to taking stock of the parts in the supply crates. Let me see. This is fine. This one's fine. This is too. And that. And this. Okay, next crate. Even with two people in the way, Helena still catches sight of Niter. But she doesn't show any particular reaction. Right now, she is clutching Kofni's hand with both incomprehension and glee and refusing to let it go. Thank you for the hydrate. Here's my water. I love water. It's good to stay hydrated. Kofni! Okay. Let go first. Present. Kofni should have. What present? Another ribbon. Vepley gave you that one. It couldn't be for me to have it. I've put it together with your clothes. Kofni likes ribbons too. Do you want one from Vepley? That way everyone who likes them can have one. No, that's not the point. How about we use this chance to go through the IFF data re-registration? I take a few steps back to make room for Krolik so that she can keep a better hold on Niter. I also take the chance to change the subject. Kofni, we have some tough battles up ahead. If your affiliation is not logged in the MO, we've got no way of saving a backup of your neural cloud in case things go awry. Kofni, the person who gave you this name would never wish for you to just disappear like this, right? At the far end, Groza remains silent at the main terminal. What is all of this? This one's busted, Commander. The two exclaim at the same time. Kofni freezes, and they both stare at each other. It was nothing. Kofni, you go first. But your part's messed up. Mei Ling, the mission's changed. I haven't had the chance to notify you yet, but we don't need the signal jammer anymore. Instead, we need you to try and rig up some sort of tracker for Niter and process the information left in her virtual cognition image. Anyway, Kofni, what were you saying? It's like I'm the only person on the MBV who cares about the whole deal with me leaving before. We're all chatting away about this and that. No one's been avoiding me at all. A not yet dissolved soul within a lonely expanse. Oh, never thought you'd be the type to say something like that, Nemesis. She's right, Kolfny. You're just having a hissy fit and you're expecting us to take it seriously. I'm crying. Kolfny's being petty, but Kolfny's always been like this, right? Kolfny, excited, don't understand, weird. Helena, this is how I am to you, but I've been with you for ages. Kolfny, like. Vepley likes Kolfny a ton too. If Kolfny could practice dancing with Vepley, that'd be even better. Why should I practice dancing with you? Aren't you a T-doll? No. Vepley is an idol. I love Vepley. Adorable daughter. What do you mean, idol? You were putting up that whole look at you wanted Leader to pick you up in battle earlier. Were you really taking combat seriously? Picking up secret weapon. Yes, secret weapon. I'm not in any place to talk, but Leader, are you a bit too lenient on Vepley? Groza nods. The flickering light on the monitor of the main terminal shines a faint red on Groza's profile. Well, I used to think that sometimes Kolfny isn't acting like Kolfny, but it seems like it's still the old Kolfny after all. Thank goodness. You know how there's easy air, you make jokes, and if you're around when the fight breaks out, you save me a lot of the trouble with repairs. You're really important, Kolfny. Finding herself at the center of everyone's attention, Mei Ling starts fidgeting uncomfortably with her clothes. So about that IFF data, Miss Important Kolfny. Get out this over with and we'll go get rid of that piece of garbage for you. No more of this dawdling around. Just for now. If you're lying to me, I'm still leaving. Are you the type to be so sour about stuff like this all along? But you don't look like you wanted to leave at all, Kolfny. Vepley gets it. It was a theatrical performance. Theatrical performance? Okay. Let's just say that you agree, Kolfny. Mei Ling, I'll have to trouble you with this. No problem. I'll deal with Neater. Leader? Mei Ling immediately dumps the parts that she has not got around to inspecting back into the supply crate and dashes towards Groza, the parts that make a crash as they land inside the crate. Mei Ling. Groza tilts her head as if she has just awakened from a dream. Meanwhile, Mei Ling is already standing next to her attention fixed on the blinking red light on the main terminal screen. Error report. System intrusion. The self-repair system was stopped 7 minutes ago. Alarm system repair progress at 58%. Automatic alerts deactivated. Leader! I didn't see... Groza stammers as the blood seems to drain from her face. What on earth? No, this isn't the time to think about it. I must focus on solving the problem at hand first. Area of intrusion? Inquiring. Vehicular communications equipment currently occupied. Message sent. Tracing route failed. An intrusion on our communications. It's a Neater again. Bruh. Damn. Get over here, Nemesis. Don't let her take herself apart again. Hold her down for a few more places. In a few more places. Contorted elements. Horizontal entanglement. Hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. That was my water, sorry, I forgot to shake it before I drank. You think I want to be this snug with you? Hold this thing down. We're under attack. Initiating imaging systems. It's the Unitat. I still don't know how to say that. Unitate. Tatis? They've caught up. Commander. Get Nita under control. Mei Ling, immediately put a positional transponder on Nita. Analyze her neural module logic and clear the message records for the past 24 hours. Groza, prepare for combat. Yes. What are you doing? The signal's coming from this thing. Let's just take her out. No. I stare at Nita, who has gone quiet. Let her go. We're gonna track her. Alrighty. Let's do one more stage. And then I'll call it a day. Because my jaw's starting to ache just a little bit. So we'll do one more stage and then call it a day, and I hope you guys join me next week when I finish the rest of the chapter. Yep. Follow his guidance. We await his return. Ad parlitas. Commander, Nita has been retrieved by your subordinates. Yeah, eliminate the high-threat enemies and evacuate. Be careful. Ow. How do I do this? What is this going to? Was that the conveyor belt? I think that's the conveyor belt. Let's do it like this. Oh shit. That's not what I meant to do. That's fine. It worked out.
相信我的准度，小声些。相信我的准度，小声些。
It's okay.
相信我的准度，小声些。
She's fine. She can just evacuate. The others are a bit slow, though. Alright. Easy. Does this work? Does it reach? Dang. One short. Unfortunate. Think? Yeah. Easy peasy. Now they just all need to run. Run for your lives, my dolls. My friends. Wow, they really are slow. Tololo, please. You couldn't have one more movement. I'm crying. Nice.
这是大家共同努力的结果。
Alrighty. Unless... Well, that actually was kind of short. Do I want to push it? I'm so bad. I kind of want to. Do I do it? We'll do one more. We'll do the story node. MBV's self-diagnostic program is nearing completion. The vector engines will start in 2 minutes. Flat, 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 tall. Very tall. So many. We're very close to the red zones now. The topography is different from yellow zones. Helena seems very excited as she leans against the window. Groza is working at the main terminal nearby. I look back and forth between the two, observing them from behind. Red zone. Very red. The red zone is just a name, though I'm not sure why these high contamination zones were called red zones from the very beginning. Probably something along the lines of a warning. Oh, red. Full. At score. Score. Have you been playing video games with Mei Ling, Helena? Helena immediately turns around and draws a large circle in the air with her hands. Kofni, together. Mei Ling. No, stop. Win many. Mei Ling wanted us to use video games to appease Kofni. It's a miracle that Kofni didn't leave again. Helena tilts her head in confusion. The scenery outside the window shifts continuously as the Elmo drives along. Helena soon redirects her attention to the view. Countdown. 3, 2, 1. MBV self-diagnostic is complete. All damaged modules have been repaired. The vector engines are operating normally. The ops room collapse radiation has been cleansed. The collapse radiation level is returning to 0, Commander. Alright, if it's just a few tiny digits, it's always good to clean it up. Even if it's just a few tiny digits, it's always good to clean it up. Kofni has already analyzed the dark brown liquid substances left on the ground. It's determined to be blood from a human. We did indeed guess that Nita is similar to a Nito in that they are half robotic. But for collapse crystals to appear on a Nito... Were there no collapse crystals on Nitos, Commander? There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with her responsiveness or expressions, so what was that just now? For the ones I encountered and had intelligence on, no. With 0 protection in environments with intense collapse radiation, they did not, or rather, in the short term, they did not exhibit ELID symptoms, much less forming collapse crystals, which is a symptom of late-stage ELID. There are 2 possibilities. Paradis experienced a deterioration in available technology when they restructured, and as a result, Niter and the Nitos did not use previously common technology. Or, past experiences cannot be applied to the new Paradis, and for some reason Niter, as a distinct individual, uses new technology. But in various aspects, Niter is still a far cry from the Nitos I've seen previously. I soon roll out one of my conjectures. With Helena engrossed in admiring the view, the ops room is utterly quiet. All that can be heard is the monotonous hum of the Elmos engines. This makes for the perfect background noise while I organize my thoughts. Though I'd be more inclined towards the latter. If the one laying in Paradis is still William, I doubt they would be suffering from technological deterioration. William. The target of my final mission at Griffin, William. This name brings back some very unpleasant memories. I bet I'm not looking too happy right now. Absorbing the population from inhabitable areas in the yellow zones, the Unitads, the purification ritual, which carries an unclear meaning, Helena, the Borica Helena mentioned, and finally Niter and Amor, who are possibly new variants of Nitos. If William's goal is still to create a fully immune individual, Paradis would no doubt be tougher to handle than before under his leadership and 10 years of redevelopment. Helena turns to look at me upon hearing her own name. It's nothing. Commander, say bad things. Bad person. Besides bits and pieces of knowledge, you seem to have gotten better at expressing yourself, haven't you, Helena? Making sound. Circles. A new notification appears on the screen of the main terminal. Helena runs over at once, trying to touch the screen. Circles. Lots. Not moving? Don't touch that, Helena. Helena struggles, but fails to shake Rosa off. She retracts her arms begrudgingly. Commander, the transponder the Mei Ling placed indicates that Nita has stayed in the same location for more than 32 minutes, exceeding the longest time spent stationary in the past few days. By how much? 185%. Request coordinates after reaching 200% and set it as the target location. Understood. I study the terrain through the window. The target location might be close to the red zone. Rosa, tell Mei Ling to prepare all squad member equipment as per level 3 protection. Go find Mei Ling after the target location is confirmed. We've requisitioned the collapse radiation detectors that were missing for level 3 protection from Polonitsa. After confirming delivery, please have Mei Ling set upper limits depending on your respective body conditions. Please take note of the displayed value while in combat and retreat immediately when you reach the danger level. Retreat? Commander, the apparatus generates a pretty broad danger zone after setting an upper limit. If we retreat immediately when reaching the danger zone, we risk missing out on scouting opportunities. I think we need to use all means available to learn about Paradis, Commander. Rosa looks at me resolutely. For the sake of completing the mission you started, but couldn't finish, I'm hoping you'll let me make the decision on when to retreat, Commander. It's an expression I know very well. I encountered Rosa again in one of the ruins in the Yellow Zone about 10 years ago. Since then, I've noticed some changes in her. It's quite natural for the wear and tear of a doll's neural cloud to cause memory loss, which could lead to changes in personality as a result. Over the course of the last 10 years, I have thought about helping Rosa track down her neural backups stored in Griffin's database from her time in Griffin, but I never got the chance to do that. My resolve is always renewed whenever Groza makes this face. Since our reunion, Groza has been strangely obsessive about certain things, completely unlike the Groza I used to know. But I wonder if this sudden obstinacy is being aroused by the fact that the face I made when I mentioned William just now, or... Alright. As always, I relent. Helena has started to get bored of the view outside the window, but she can't get past Groza, so she shuffles over to me and tugs at my sleeve. Want to return to the dorm? The chairs are fine for taking a break on, but aren't any good for sleeping. Helena is so tired she can barely keep her eyes open, but she is still adamant in her refusal. Ow. Just like Rosa. There's a blanket in the second cabinet to the left of that chair. And, Helena makes for the lounge. I repeat my answer to Groza. I can give you authorization to make the judgment call on when to retreat. However, I have one more thing I need to confirm. Yes? About what's happening with you. Any progress, Groza? Nothing that can be called progress. Groza's reply is resolute and devoid of hesitation. I can't come to any conclusions based on such a response. Alright, tell me if there's anything. Also, pay attention to Nemesis. Even if it's not my style to be suspicious of my team members, if Nemesis once belonged to Paradis Guard's combat squad, whether willingly or not, she may have other motives for coming to our MBV. But Nemesis has not acted in any way worthy of suspicion ever since she joined us. Is this a judgment you've made with your understanding of Paradis, Commander? I suppose. She's been a bit suspicious in terms of speech, no? In any case, it cannot hurt to be more careful in matters related to Paradis. Understood. Oh shit. Alrighty. Okay, so I definitely need to end it here, I think. Because at some point during that, I opened my mouth just a little bit too wide, and my jaw really hurt me. So, I think it's time. I think that's my body saying it's time. I would love to continue, but I think it's time to call it here. Thank you everyone for joining. I hope that you all take care of yourselves and have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm sorry it's a little bit shorter than usual, but we will finish this next week. I promise. Next Monday, same time. And yeah, please take care of yourselves. Eat, drink, touch grass, get some sunlight. If you're allergic to grass, touch some concrete. And I hope that wherever you are, you have a wonderful day, night, evening, afternoon, breakfast, lunch, or dinner, whatever time it is for you. I hope it's a good one. And take care of yourselves, and thank you all for coming. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next week. Bye bye.